Okay. We're going to go over how to set up Streamyard right now. So it doesn't have a login, so you're going to use the email address that you've set the account up with. And then so it's going to give you a login code to your email that you use. So now I'm going to go check my email. And let's see, did it come up yet? Here we go. There's the code. Add the code in there, and that's how you'll log in. So there's some new themes and updates. So generally, anytime there's that, they will let you check that out. So Hopin's a kind of virtual networking platform. So that's pretty cool. So we can take a look at that later on. So we want to create a broadcast. And there's different levels of levels of how many accounts that you can use. So we're going to post on to the iMedia Exposure business page, and we're going to post to YouTube. So the level that we have allows us to do 2. We haven't gotten approved for the LinkedIn Live yet, so we're not going to add that. The title we're going to use is whatever you created for your title of your event. So how to host powerful masterminds for entrepreneurs. Join Boutique Elite and Michael Silvers on our live sharing tips on effectively creating masterminds for entrepreneurs. And then I add their bio. And then in the title, I always add their name because this is going to go out to YouTube, and basically if anybody is doing a search, since YouTube is owned by Google, if anybody is doing a search on that person, they'll be able to find this video. So just doing a little bit of tweaking on this. And then what I also do is incorporate the podcast. So these are going on to lives, but it's also going to be on the podcast as well. So we want to incorporate that. Out and Because once this goes live, the videos will still be available on YouTube. They'll still be available on Facebook. And so if people want to check out our post or our, so we're going to schedule that for, we're going to upload the thumbnail. And then we are going to set it for the time that we are starting it. So it's always going to be noon. Create the broadcast. Oh, and I lost connection to that. So sometimes that happens, and for no reason, you just have to reconnect it. So now that's all set. Create the broadcast. And then there's two customized links. One will be to send people to, so you can share this. So I'll always share it onto the other accounts that we are using. So generally on all of the Facebook groups, I will incorporate this there. And then on LinkedIn, I'll share the YouTube video. And then you can invite your guest. So you will send this as an email. And this is not to be publicly shared. This is just for your guest, because this is going to be in the back end of the studio. Whereas we want to, and then, I add copy. There's some already written directions, and we have a checklist for our best practices for so I'm going to send that to him. This is just the automatic one that they create, but we have one. So I'll just send that to him really quickly. But in the future, we use the ones that are very specific to this, and including the PDF for best practices for podcasting. And that just says, have a quiet background, all of these things. I know Michael Silvers has a podcast, and he's